I'll watch that shit later.
Make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up, put the dream team together. Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your dress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on the stage. Acting real suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gone, yo. Anywhere the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against our bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
I'll try that, man.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Lambeau. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Far Jr. He looks good, man. For I ain't gonna lie.
UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Let's go, guys.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
A little tricky. Taking a risk.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Oh, pick 6 to the house.
And he will take this one home.
Another
it's a
one.
touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because
Who's
they
they watching my
wanted to
shit?
embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find Pryor. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real
Bullshit.
rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. An inside give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle.
What's he starting for?
And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right.
Fucking Harrison Smith.
Could not hang on.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical
probably
approach
his
against him
ass
the
up.
rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive. Needing
I
5
don't like this
yards on
play.
3rd down.
Why I'm gonna do it? I don't know.
Looking to throw.
Told you.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Pick 6, baby. Fuck that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Packers! From 3 yards out, and the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mayfield. That's caught by Ware. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Mayfield on 1st down. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just
Beat the shit out of him.
35.
Ooh, it's the edges.
These two teams all tied after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down,
Boom,
that fits the
boom,
bill.
boom, boom, boom.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
I want to know if he ain't blitzing, how he came to the fucking line.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Should I fucking fuck it?
Mayfield now.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Bad start to the game.
You want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he did get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down. On now is the Packers.
All right, we need points.
As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Go to the wheel route.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Ooh.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back.
It's like a 99. He can't get off that fucking bum-ass corner.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Oh, no.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Go that way, bitch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard
superstar.
line.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
That boy too fast. Percy Harvin, like,
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, God, this dude.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Rager. Touchdown, Vikings.
Rager actually caught it. Wow.
27 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Mass Rager. All he did was drop for me all fucking season last year.
These guys will take a 10-point lead.
We'll have to put Irv Smith in his spot.
Team ready and the Vikings boom it away.
Yo, Brian, what up, Brian? Send me a message.
Out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, shit.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Can't be pressing X.
Will take over at the 30-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful. We have a roof over our heads, I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets.
Take it to the house, baby.
Saw the fumble happen on the field.
Oh.
Here's the run with Cook.
When the fuck did I flip it?
Pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Bro, I'm tight. I didn't flip that shit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a room the maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well from the 32 now.
Who does draws?
They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Of course.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Tunyon's got it on the out route.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Get the, or should I get?
What?
I was gonna say the glasses there on the windowsill.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 6. And this is incomplete with a clock.
I was ready to pick that shit off.
Seconds left.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Playing a sloppy game.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Playing like shit. 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 Playing like shit.
From the 25-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pass incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Simple pass, bro. They're not exit out that shit.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
It's funny because when people do that shit on me, that curl route's always open.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. A gain there of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
I gotta practice.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after
field
the
goals.
break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pryor has it complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 49 yards. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here.
For you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have
to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Right here. Tight end whip.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A slant to Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Fuck with Jones.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return
I'm playing bad offense.
after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands, and of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Batting 350 passing yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mayfield down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Was Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense.
Should have went to him.
Big-time sack.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Mayfield. Open man. It's Rager. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Cook up the gut. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Cleveland, you a bitch. I gotta give Madison some touches.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Cook again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Cook following the penalty. And he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here.
Time to go to sleep, motherfuckers. Huh.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity.